All right, court is calling 2023 CR 7772, State of Texas versus Rolando Valadez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Kelly Piddle.
And are you Mr. Rolando Valadez? All right, are both parties in receipt of the TAP evaluation state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense.
Yes.
Any objection to the TAP evaluation state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense.
No.
All right. According to the plea bargain you entered, punishment is to be assessed at 9 years in the prison. The state is recommending community supervision. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Judge, we just ask that you follow the recommendation, and Mr. Valdez has not had any violations on his actual interlock. And once the court has ordered him to do the AA daily, he has been doing that and he's found that to be helpful. So.
All right. All right, Mr. Valadez, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Yes.
State your name for the record.
Yeah,
Rolling like this.
no problem. So the TAP evaluation is recommending outpatient treatment. Do you think that would be helpful to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And are you in agreement to doing the outpatient treatment?
Yes, ma'am.
And they want it to be intensive. Here's the thing. It's still outpatient treatment. It's just more intensive. The reason why they're asking that of you is because of your alcohol use. And we're in felony court for alcohol use, right? So that means that you're probably a person who cannot drink alcohol at all.
Right.
Some people can take one drink, they stop, they're done. Other people, they just continue to drink. So I'm going to order, even though you've been doing the sober meetings, which I appreciate, I'm going to order the intensive outpatient treatment. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I work for Texas Highway and we work for highways,
Mhm.
do highway streets.
Ah,
Yes.
so you're all a part cleaning streets or repairing?
We do the,
Builds them.
Yeah.
What?
He builds them.
Ah,
yeah, we add more streets to it,
oh, are you building streets or is it the freeways?
like the freeways. We're making more lanes.
He's been working on 35 for 20 years, Judge.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know, there was somebody who told me that they have been working, well, seeing work on the freeway
Yes, ma'am.
since they were a little boy. That was Judge Carruthers. And he's like, they still working on it. So I don't think they ever finish. I don't know what that is. Why is it in other countries, people will work on a highway, like a highway gets destroyed, and then once the concrete or whatever materials they use have cured, it's like it's done. Why does it take so long here?
The weather sometimes, but the material and the process of in and out.
Mhm.
Because the streets gotta be open, so we need a lot of people directing the traffic.
Mhm.
And it's a lot of mistakes and stuff, accidents.
Oh, I don't think you should say
So
mistakes.
it's a lot of- Like, little
Yeah.
minor things.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yes.
thank you very
Yeah,
much.
was there. Kenny.
Okay. Well, I hope people will slow down when they see you all working.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then I'm going to follow your agreement. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sentence you to 9 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 9 years. We'll do intensive outpatient treatment with probation. If there's an issue with that in your job, because I know your work hours are probably either early in the morning or late at night, just make sure you stay in contact with probation and let them know.
Okay.
If you feel like there's an issue where you're missing work or you can't miss work because they're going to fire you or something, let probation know. If you feel like they're not able to help you, you can always come back to the court or call your attorney and you can come back to the court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Ignition interlock. That's for the full term. And I just noticed that was outside the agreement, Mr. Piddle.
Judge, we're asking that it be for half the term and then be evaluated by the court to see how he was doing.
All right, I'm going to put it for full term, but I've noted it on the docket sheet that can be evaluated. So after the half term of this, if there are no issues, more likely than not, I'll have it removed. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
So just come back to the court at half the term. Probation at half the term for ignition interlock. We can see how he's doing. I'm going to order full term for now, but that's open. All right, there's a $500 fine that will be probated. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. In regards to that, you can either do the 200 hours community service, or you can pay it off if you want to pay it off. And I'll put that at $7.25 per hour. And you can do it at the San Antonio Food Bank. I always choose the San Antonio Food Bank because there's always a shortage. But if there's somewhere else that you would like to donate to that's on the approval charity list, I'll consider that as well.
Okay, thank you.
There's to be the 2-year driver's license suspension. Victim impact panel. DWI education course. Probation, we'll do a field visit just one time to see how things are. And then after that, at your discretion. And regular UAs. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Now, it appears that sober meetings are helping you out. Since I've ordered intensive outpatient treatment and you're working, I'm not going to require the sober meetings. But if that's what's needed to make you remain sober, you should probably continue doing that. Otherwise, there's going to be an issue. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any questions about anything that I've ordered?
No, ma'am.
Is there anything you need from the court to be successful on this probation?
No, ma'am.
All right. So we can go off the record. So you work with highways. So you know, a lot of times there's a lot of accidents, and it's because people who are driving while intoxicated. And usually the person who's injured, if there's an accident and somebody's driving intoxicated, it's not the intoxicated driver. It's usually their passenger or somebody else. So you cannot drink or drive. And because you're on probation, even at your own house, because I know the holidays are coming up. I know that there's New Year's, there's Christmas. People always want to drink alcohol maybe, or drink champagne or something. Even at your own house, you are not allowed to drink alcohol while you're on probation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Defense,
Joanne Akel.
and have you had a chance to confer with probation on this?
Yes, I have.
All right, could I have a file stamp for a motion to revoke, please? And are you Mr. Rolando Valadez?
Ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Rolando Valadez who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 7772 for the offense of driving while intoxicated third or more on November 27, 2023 for a term of 9 years? Is that you?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, state.
Yes, Judge, just to give you on page 2, the fourth, number 26, that's the one I'll be reading.
All right, thank you.
Violated condition number 26, on or about the first day, January 2024, Fair County, Texas. Defendant Armando Sanchez, the defendant failed to comply with the rules, regulations, or instructions of the Smart Start portable alcohol monitoring PAM device, and that the defendant submitted a high bribe violation of 0.037 at 10:35 p.m. in violation condition number 26.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Yeah, true, ma'am.
May remain violated conditions.
Any objections?
No objection, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 26, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 9 years in prison and up to a $500 fine?
Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 26?
Yes, ma'am.
Court would find violation of condition number 26 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
That is to continue on probation, the amend conditions for the scram device and move the PAM device.
Judge, may I
Yes.
mention to the court? The only issue my client has with that is that the scram device is extremely expensive. I think it costs $300 a month. He's currently paying $88 a month on the PAM device. So it's going to be very hard for him to afford the scram.
All right. My question is, why shouldn't he be in inpatient treatment?
Why should he not?
Yes.
I have no idea, Judge.
All right. Ms. Abrams,
Yes,
is there a reason why he shouldn't be in inpatient treatment? Yes.
Ask for help.
Judge,
I say yes or no.
back in March, we did the TCUD screening, the drug and the alcohol evaluation, the pre-screening for the TAP. At that point, it said no TAP was required. He has completed his impact panel. There was only one positive urinalysis for alcohol back in January. His other UAs have been negative. I would recommend that we do a TAP in custody to see where that falls. To get a recommendation and then go from there possibly. It looks like there was a TAP done last year and it indicated intensive outpatient treatment. He has not had any treatment while he's been on his probation term. Outpatient, so I would ask that maybe we get another TAP and then follow recommendations of the TAP.
All right, thank you.
Judge, may I say my client is currently employed and there's a very high risk of him losing his employment if he goes inpatient. We would request if the court is considering some sort of treatment to allow him to start with outpatient.
All right. Here's the issue, Mr. Valadez.
Yes, ma'am.
You have an alcohol addiction. And you knew that if you were to test positive for alcohol, you were looking at 9 years in the prison. Either you consciously or unconsciously weighed your options. Your options were, do I drink alcohol and potentially go to prison for 9 years? Or either you did it unconsciously, but either way, you risked your freedom over a drink of alcohol, which tells me you have an alcohol issue. What I'm going to do, I'll deny the motion. I'm going to alter them in conditions. There's going to be an update for a TAP evaluation that's going to take place in custody. You're going to follow whatever recommendations TAP has. I'm also going to order an update, not an update, but a referral to felony drug court. And that's going to be done in custody as well. And once you're released, either from inpatient treatment, if that's recommended, I'm going to ask for SCRAM in lieu of the PAM device. And there's going to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Is there anything else you need from the court to help you maintain your sobriety?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Probation, is there anything else he needs? All right, good luck to you.